Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the latest video to hit the internet from Sabaton. And this is a lyric video, but I'm surprised that they went with the future of warfare.
Yeah.
Honestly, after the last video, there was that cliffhanger, that blue balls at the end that said it to be continued. I was expecting the next one
to be Attack of the Dead Men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think they played this song when they were touring in North America.
This was one of the songs that were the...
And that intro thing?
Yeah.
So I was honestly a little bit shocked that they released... I'm not complaining. I mean, to me, they could release a lyric video for every song.
It's kind of blue balls because you kind of are expecting Attack of the Dead Men to come out, and then they hit you with this one. You're appreciative of this one, but you're just thinking of what could have been.
Okay, but I have a theory. I have a theory for that. All right? My theory is that this is a lyric video. So it doesn't really matter which video they would go with because it's just a lyric video.
Okay, then that changes everything.
The other one was a music video, right? So the other one said to be continued. So I expect it to be continued in a music video, not to be continued with a lyric video. Maybe that would be even bigger blue balls.
Maybe this is not the continue of that one.
No, this I think is going to stand on its own. It's a lyric video.
Yeah.
I think to be continued means that there's going to be another music video that they're going to shoot that continues the story, and that perhaps will be Attack of the Dead Men. I'm hoping.
That's what I said in the last video. They're going to go to where that happened, and they're going to find something. And
some artifacts and whatever.
Yeah, and then they burst into like a musical, and then...
A musical?
Yeah.
A musical? You mean a video?
It's like a Disney movie.
Or an Indian movie.
Something...
Or a Bollywood movie.
Yeah, they find something, and then they burst into music.
By the way, I must say, the Bollywood movies, since I've married your mother, which has been 20 years...
They find some way to put like a dance number...
In the middle of anything.
In the middle of anything.
It's like, I just found out your father died. Let's sing a song. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then not only they sing a song, they travel through time extremely quick. Because 1 minute they're in the Swiss Alps, the next minute they're in the Sahara Desert. So I don't know what kind of time machine the Bollywood people have.
The budget must be big.
I want one of those machines, man. I want to be able to travel like that. So I don't know. I just can't say these things around your mother. She gets all upset with me. Like she's the one directing the movies. Seriously. You know. All right. Anyways, Sabaton, the future of warfare official lyric video. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Okay, I have a couple of things to say, because listening to this song reminded me of two things. First is, when I was a kid, I used to live by this rule that was, fight and run away, and you live to fight another day. I know it sounds like a little bit cowardish.
It is.
Wow.
It doesn't sound a little bit cowardish. It is.
Well, I really?
Yeah.
Well, that was my motto.
If someone picks a fight with you, you're gonna run away.
Well, first I'm going to kick them in the balls, and then I'm going to run away.
No,
because it's
if
going
you
to be
kick him
harder
in the
for
balls,
them.
but if you kick him in the balls, now you have a better chance of winning that fight.
Oh, no. Because I know once they recuperate, their anger is going to be 100 times fold.
Because they're already on the ground.
Trust me. I tried that first approach. It did not work. So then I started trying the second approach, which was to fight and run away and live to fight another day. You know, I also learned
It's a good motto.
I like the part about living for another day. I like that part.
No, it's a good saying, but at the same time, there's like, if you really think about it.
Well, my mother always told me that if you can't beat them, join them. That was her motto.
So what, you're going to kick him in the nuts and then kick
No. Like, if the question was because, like, I was being bullied and shit, right?
Okay.
So her motto was, if you can't beat them, join them. Because if you're bullying other people with them, they don't have time to bully you. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't like that idea, though.
But bullying builds character.
Okay, but I don't. Not right now. Bullying right now gets you absolutely nowhere because people have no time for that kind of stuff. But back in the day,
it built character.
I think it built character. So, anyways, what I'm saying is, I didn't like that motto from my mother. I never believed in that. Like, if I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna join them just to take them off of my back and then be what I hate. Yeah. Because if you join them, you're becoming the thing you hate. Yeah. Right? So I despised that sort of comment. And when my mother would say that, I would cringe because I never wanted to be the thing that I hated the most. Because to me, there's no value to be had by joining something you hate just for you not to be attacked. You know, so that you can be on the side of victory or temporary victory, whatever the case might be. I'd rather die. Well, not in this case. I'd rather run away. But I'd rather run away than at least I live to fight another day. You know what I mean? Like I always felt that with my limited tools, being a chubby kid growing up. And living in a really poor part of the town that I grew up in, where there was a lot of. It was a rough part of town, let's put it that way. And so I was a little bit of a target because my parents had financial means, so they allowed me to have things that perhaps other people that lived in the same area than I didn't have. So you kind of become a target. Yeah. Because you stand out in the crowd, you kind of become a target, right? So I always lived, and I'm just saying that because it was part of the lyrics, live to fight another day. So I always believed in that aspect that I'm going to fight, but I'm also going to... I'm not saying I'm going to fight and just immediately run away. I'm going to fight, but I also going to know when I need to run away so I can live to fight another day. When I see that the tides are turning, you know what I mean? And I'm going from victorious to defeated, it's time to get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of Dodge. And I'm a fat kid, so I had to get a head start. I had to get a head start. I couldn't compete with the skinnier kids that could, catch me.
Punch you in the stomach, kind of bounce off, so there's like
It may bounce off, but your ego is bruised, and your self-esteem is definitely bruised. Yeah. Definitely bruised. And trust me, growing up, I had to develop a very thick skin because it was tough. The bullying and all of that. Now people call it bullying. Back then, we didn't call it bullying. We just call it, whatever.
No, but now if you get bullied, you just kind of just deal with it.
I think now there's other tools available. I think now bullying is also different because you have cyberbullying, you have all these different activities that make that aspect of life a lot harder.
Physical bullying doesn't happen anymore because I
don't think it's as predominant as it was in my. I mean, we didn't have internet.
Even if you're like a big kid and you get bullied, you just.
I know, but back then we're getting completely off topic here. But back then, if you didn't go out, if you stayed at home, you're not gonna get bullied. You're at home.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to come and ring the doorbell and say, hey, you fat fuck. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? It didn't happen. You know what I mean? We didn't have internet. We didn't have cell phones.
That's the Uber for bullies.
Yeah. So that didn't happen. So if you stayed home, you could avoid the bullying. right? I mean, you had to go to school, so technically you would get bullied on the way to school and in school and whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was ways around it. But now the modern day, you could be bullied in your own house, on the internet or whatever. Like, I mean, it's different. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. The second aspect of the video that I wanted to mention is this song is the future of warfare. Based on World War I and how it changed with tanks coming into the scene. That's the whole idea behind the song and behind the lyric video. Have you thought about Sabaton, let's say Sabaton in 30 years or 40 years, if they did this song again, the future of warfare becomes chemical warfare? Like, we've moved on from tanks, and now we're moving...
We're not more chemical now. Now it's just more like nukes.
Well, no, but there's chemical attacks. Like, in places like Syria, they drop chemical weapons to kill everybody. It kills everybody, because chemical doesn't discriminate on who's there. It's whoever's there, right? But I'm saying is that as humanity, right?
We've evolved,
but we also evolved in ways of killing each other. We like, it's like, you know, we find better ways to kill more people.
It's somehow over time we've evolved and we've gotten smarter, but at the same time we've gotten dumber, and we're like, oh, this would kill more people in less amount of time.
And without putting our own people at risk.
Exactly.
Right? Because you don't have to put soldiers there in the front line. You can just fly a plane and drop the bomb and that's it. And now these days you don't even have to fly a plane because they have the drones and everything. So it's really interesting when you look at this song and you look at the history that it represents. And you're looking 1917, 1918. We're in 2020. So what, like 110 years later?
Yeah.
Look how much we evolved as people in terms of our society and stuff. But as far as warfare is concerned, we've equally evolved. It almost feels like war has driven our own evolution. You know what I mean? As we fought wars, as we fought battles, we tried to figure out better ways to kill as many people as possible without putting our own people at risk.
Yeah.
And therefore we had to create technology that allowed us to do that. And by creating that technology allowed us to evolve as a society as well. It's kind of weird when you look at this song and you look at what it represents in terms of history, and then you look at where we are right now in 2020. It's really strange. If Sabaton in 30 years, like I said, 40 years did this song, they would be talking about like anthrax and SARS and chemical weapons.
But 30 years from now, I don't know if
Sabaton is going to be around.
Will be able to beat his leg.
No, but there will be a different Sabaton, I hope. There'll be another band that will carry the mantle. They won't be called Sabaton, but there'll be another band that will carry the mantle of Sabaton. History has a way of doing that. Unless you do a reunion album. Yeah, well, look at Judas Priest and Rolling Stones. They've been around forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 30 years, I mean, 30 years is going to be tough.
30 years is tough because they've already been around for...
they've been already around for like at least 15 or something, maybe more. 20, is it 20? 10, 15? I think it's something like that?
Around that.
Yeah, I think it's around that. Because they had the anniversary... was it 25? I think it was 25. Wasn't there the 25th?
25.
Wasn't there their 25th anniversary when they played the show at Wacken last year? I thought that was their 25th anniversary, no?
No. Well, there's no way, like, Chuck Liddell's in his 40s.
Okay, I know there was an anniversary. I know Wacken had their anniversary. I think it was their 30th or something anniversary. And they had their own anniversary. That's why they played both stages.
Chuck Liddell is, like, in his 40s.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. They've been around. I mean, if there's two things that is not our forte... Is dates and geography.
And names.
And geography. Because the last video we talked about geography. Remember about the tour, the what do you call it? The cruise around North America? I mentioned Antarctica. Antarctica is in the south.
You said Antarctica?
Yeah, that's in the south. And I said that they would go around Antarctica, which is impossible. If they went around the Panama Canal and then Antarctica, they wouldn't circle North America. They would circle South America. So my geography is as bad as yours.
Yeah, and mine is really.
No, actually, I think yours is better than yours is worse than mine. But you know, whatever. Anything else you want to add? I mean, we've talked almost about every. I mean, the song we knew song already.
We talked almost about everything, but the video.
Song. No, we talked about the video, the warfare part of the video.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's one thing I want to say about this song. This song has one of my favorite guitar solos of the album.
Oh.
I really wanted to say that. It's not my favorite song of the album. It's one of my favorite songs of the album. It's definitely in my top favorite songs of the album. But it's definitely my favorite guitar solo of the album. It has a little bit of a Judas Priest. Has a little bit of a Judas Priest kind of sound to it. You don't think so?
Yeah, a bit. I mean, I wouldn't put it as my favorite solo for the album.
Oh, I
but
love
it'd be
this
close.
solo. I love the solo, not just from how it sounds, but the dynamic that it gives to the song. Because the song has it has very linear verses, and then in the chorus has these like up and down motions that Chucky does with his voice. And I feel the guitar solo really solidifies the overall sound that this song has. I really love the guitar solo.
I think for me it's 7 Pillars of Wisdom.
That guitar solo is your favorite?
Yeah.
That one is a little bit over the top as well.
Yeah, because the whole song is over the top.
Yeah, that is true. The whole song has a little bit of an over the top feel to it. And the video really adds to that, by the way. All right, guys, this is it for today, but come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.